that I had on the, okay. Oh, hi guys, and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Please keep in mind my readings are indeed general, may or may not resonate, so take what does, leave the rest. Also, please be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus signs for more insight, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I don't like light. Light seems to be too light for me, so we're going to keep it natural. Anyways, hi. How are you guys? I'm going to wait for the room to fill up a little bit. I see 7 people here, 10 likes, so I know I'm not seeing everybody. Let's hit the like button. How have you guys been? I hope all is well. Hey, Chuchi. Hi, Ivy. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Queen J. Hey, Destiny. Hey, Raven. Let's get some messages, guys. I don't know if I said the intro. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, how's your love life? How's everything going? If I could do it all again, I would want to do it like Sarah when I was young. The baby is really good. He's so good. This breastfeeding thing got me kind of crazy, but he's great. I just took him to the doctor today. He's actually doing so good. Your roof fell down yesterday. Excuse me? Hey, Coco, did you get your reading? Did you look? No, Sarah, that must just be something going on for Geminis right now. Because let me tell you something. 3 things happened to me this week, almost 4, and I was like, oh my God, I want to cry. Plus, I'm already on this, hormonal exchange right now, trying to get back in order. So I'm all over the place. First of all, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get straight to it. I thought somebody put like a hex on me or something because this week has been crazy. Let's start with the beginning. So y'all seen me doing the all signs for those of you who tuned in. I did the fucking all signs and then only half of it recorded. I said, okay, cool. Then when I get off or I get finished recording and I do Instacart, I don't really like shopping like that, so I do Instacart a lot. Go in my bag and none of my stuff is in the fucking bag. So now I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to my order? So I reorder, okay? After I get off, I reorder and the person still sends me the wrong stuff. I go to bed, wake up in the morning and my husband is upset with me because I promised him a good time and went to sleep. So he was upset. He said, don't promise me nothing no more. That was the third thing. Then today, I'm like, okay, we got to take baby to the doctor. Let's get everything together. I dropped the kids off at school, get in here, and realize I washed clothes, but I never put the clothes up, the baby's clothes. They were all in a garbage bag. So I go in the living room to look for the baby's clothes, and I realized that my husband threw out all of the baby's clothes that I washed. So he runs downstairs early in the morning, and he's like, I hope it's still down there. Baby, the clothes are gone. The clothes are gone. Baby clothes gone, okay? He done threw towels, onesies, outfits, brand new outfits we just got in the garbage. So I said, okay, cool. Whatever. We'll just go buy more. I go to Carter's. I go to Target. I buy all new stuff, right? Get in the car because I had baby with me because we had a doctor's appointment today. And I have a book bag that I like to carry because it's easier. And the baby's pacifier and my hand sanitizer is clipped onto the bag. Well, my baby bag gets closed in the fucking door. Okay? And the pacifier and the hand sanitizer fall off. I don't even realize that happens because I've driven all the way home with the book bag hanging out, okay? Hanging out the car. And only reason why I notice it is because now homeboy is back there giving me the business. He's crying. He's going crazy. And I have nothing to console him. So now I have to pull over midway, get out my car, breastfeed him, okay? And then go home. Child, this week has been a week for me. So yeah. Sarah, don't talk to me about falling roofs. That's about all that happened. That didn't happen here. Okay? So, anyways, Jimmy, sorry for the wait. Y'all know y'all like a good story time anyway. We love a little gossip. Let's hop right in with your reading. What do we have for my Jimmies? Energy for my Jimmies. I know I could talk to y'all. You know, I just be letting y'all, keeping y'all updated on what's life like lately. Okay? So, anyways, it says, grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. Okay, sometimes life is just waiting for you to meet it with the same level of energy it's been stomping in with you. And if that's the case, sometimes you just need to get up and be the alpha dog in a situation and say, listen, B, take caution. Make sure you know what you want in life and how you want to get things done before you ask for the attention. Keep hold of life's balls and point them in the direction you want to go. Otherwise, that mixed metaphor is totally going to pull you in the wrong direction and possibly make it worse. So yeah, let's talk about that. Are you guys going through it too? Is there a bit of, you know, trouble in paradise for my beautiful Geminis? I mean, along from the normal drama, is there something else going on? The Hermit card? I'm getting a Gemini trying to stay away from shit right now. It's like, baby, I'm trying to stay away from it, but it doesn't matter how much I stay away from it. Stuff just still happens. Okay? Like, girl, I opened my refrigerator and something fell out of it. It's just like stuff is happening. Why? 3 of Wands, because something is coming in. So it's like there's a shift in your energy. I heard prematurely. There's a shift in your energy prematurely to get you ready for what's coming towards you. I don't know if you're expecting it. I feel like some of you guys may feel it. You know something new is coming towards you, but you don't know what. You're like, is it good? Is it bad? Because what is going on right now? I'm tired. I'm aggravated. You're aggravated. You're not feeling the best. You're not in the best of moods. And I feel like with this with this 7 of Cups here, it could be because it's so much going on, or you may be all over the place with your feelings. I'm getting a moody ass Gemini right now. The mood could be shifting for you because it seems like things are getting better, but there's also a shift. Again, that change. And it did bring a tower moment, or it is bringing a tower moment, but for you, the message is to push forward. You know, don't stop. Don't get traumatized. Don't start, you know, your shit. 2 of Pentacles is here. Don't start your shit. Don't start overthinking. Don't start feeling like you needed to do some type of shift. You just need to continue doing what you've already been doing. It just seems like this is something that's destined to happen right now in order for you to stay focused. It's like, I'm getting like a horror movie. That's crazy. I don't know why it feels like horror, but it feels like a horror movie when you are driving down a dark road and it's scary, but you got to keep driving down that road. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. But the 9 of Cups and the Empress is here. You're scary, but you know if you can just keep going, you're going to get to your destination and you'll have fun, or it'll be great. Interesting. Halloween energy. Strength card is here and the 6 of Cups. The past is making you stronger. So just know that this is all building character for you. I know you like cliche, boo. But it is. It's building character for you guys. And I feel like for my older people, you know that already because you've been there. Separate note, because it's really weird that this came up. Someone needs to ask somebody about their biggest skeleton in their closet. You don't know somebody as much as you think you do. This is a question that may catch them and you off guard. Interesting. It just came out of nowhere. Sorry, guys. 9 of Swords. I think when you find out, or it's going to be something that shocks you. 4 of Pentacles in a reverse. You may not want to deal with whoever this person is anymore. Geminis, you also have someone else who's jealous of you. Could be another Gemini, or someone you're in a relationship with, or someone who you're around a lot. Could be a friend. Be careful who you tell your business to. I feel like you're going to start getting red flags or messages. This person's going to tell on themselves. Again, if you've already been suspecting it or worried about it, or you've been feeling like someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. It's true. It could be a parent. It could be a parent. If you have a Gemini parent, somebody could be jealous of your love life. Bye. Anyways, because child, what I did was I had got my deck. And I was just called to it. I was in my drawer and I was looking for a notepad, and as opposed to getting a notepad, these stuck out to me and I grabbed them. These are the cards that were inside of here. Interesting as hell. Also, be careful of chasing behind someone, Gemini, or keeping your hopes up for an ex or someone who's been, you know, not consistent or really showing up for you. They're in love with someone else, so that's your closure. Oh, y'all got messages tonight. Yeah, this person is too immature or petty to be real with you. Be mindful of a crazy ex as well. What? There's a crazy ex who's watching you. This person is immature and petty. Be careful because they're willing to pull out all the stops. All the stops. Why? Why is this person so extra? This person seems to be stalking you. They'll do it again and they don't care. This person seems to be stalking you because they're fucking nuts. And there's nothing that you can do or say about that situation, okay? For my singles or people who are connecting with someone right now, stop texting them. Stop texting them. Let them text you. No phone calls. I feel like for you, especially if they're a new person, stop letting them take control and call you. Make them text you first and make sure you're available. There's something about you needing to have boundaries with being too open with people or available. Yeah. Let's see where this goes before you get too connected. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all are extra. Some of y'all are really looking for love right now. Woo! Be careful, though. If you're not ready to have a baby, tie it up. Tie it up, okay? Because I see it. I see something happening, okay? Especially if you're just, you know, allowing this person to do what they want. You know what I mean? They're going to do it, okay? And it's not going to be... And this is for someone who may have thought that they couldn't have kids, or someone who may have just not been thinking about it, or maybe you just didn't care, but I think you should. There's a message or a warning here about it. Okay? Look at this. If you can, if you haven't done it already, wait for sex when it comes to the person who you are either talking to or just met. All right? Don't have any sexual intercourse with anybody right now. Uh-oh. For others of you, there's an ex coming back. These are just general messages, and then I'm going to get into the specifics. For some of you, there's an ex that's coming back. This person has changed, but the choice is yours. I feel like when this person comes back, they're going to be very open, very vulnerable about what they want with you. I don't know if this is a recent breakup or one that, you know, is coming back after a while, but they seem to be very serious about you. They may even, again, look at this. It's coming back again. They want more kids. So pregnancy is here twice. Be mindful, guys. If you're not ready to have children, wrap it up, because it's not coming up twice for no reason. All right. But this person and you have the opportunity to speak or lay things out on the table, do it, Gemini. Tell them exactly how you feel and don't sugarcoat it. Don't be nice. That's what I keep hearing. Don't be nice. Okay. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles in a reverse. The World card. I'm getting a very specific message from somebody. I mean, well, for somebody. It could be from somebody. Somebody feels like a relationship can possibly... I'm going to answer your question, Danielle. Give me a second. Somebody feels like this relationship or a connection between you two isn't flourishing because you're not really showing that you care. It could be vice versa for the other one, but I'll tell you what, if a person can't do the bare minimums, like say good morning, good night every day, then there's a good chance that they're not really that into you. And I don't mean, you know, the person that's busy that has a real reason for not showing up for you, but the person who does it constantly, that doesn't really make any effort for you, Gemini, come on. You know, we know we're worth more than that. We know that we have a lot to give. Okay? We have a lot to give, and we're beautiful people. When we love hard as shit. Even in the liking stage, I feel like we go from already loving the person and subtracting from there, right? That's kind of our energy because we're the lovers. And I think you have to protect that side of you, because that's why you get so disappointed when you're dealing with, you know, individuals. All right, so I'm not going to stay on these cards too much. These cards is telling the business. Let's get to a deeper point. Or do you want to stay on there? Do you want to stay with that deck, or do we want to switch it up and go for a full spread now? Because I can keep it general. Those messages seem to be a little good. It was getting juicy, but I didn't want to bore you guys. Are we sticking with the generals, or are we going into specifics now? Oh, that was a statement? Okay. Much needed. Spirit, please tell me. Okay, so I'm going to hop right in then. We don't have no answers. Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. I'm worried about you and your mental, Geminis. The collective seem to have a problem with staying on task these next up and coming weeks, and I feel like it's because you don't know exactly what you should be doing. I almost feel like you're afraid to tie yourself to one area of your life, or one goal, or one opportunity here, because you may feel like you're not doing enough. But the Three of Swords is here with the Will. I feel like you may be cutting yourself short by not focusing up on one thing. This one thing that probably does need your full attention, whether it's work, a relationship. For some of you, it's school, but that's very specific. For others of you, it could be matters of the heart. Maybe you need to take care of home, especially if you have children. Okay, but I see a lot of you guys just kind of all over the place. And even if these are short-term things, like maybe you need to clean out your car, you need to take the day and clean out your car. Not clean out your car, go grocery shopping, wash the clothes. It needs to be one thing at a time. You could be burning yourself out or doing way too much. If you need to focus on your love life right now, focus on your love life. It just seems like right now, whatever you're doing too much of it and not really focusing on one thing at a time. Like, it could be you just trying to get a bunch of things out of the way. And with the Eight of Cups here, it almost seems like you're not even finishing that project, or staying on task 100% when it comes to this, or giving your full energy to this anyway. Okay, it almost seems like even while you're still doing it, you're still having a problem staying focused. Let's just see why. What's going on with Geminis in their focus? I'm getting brain fog, or having an issue concentrating. There could be some undiagnosed ADD or ADHD here too. You may have noticed it or wanted to get evaluated, but didn't. You may have felt like you were too old for it. You're never too old for that. Interesting. Magician, Queen of Cups. Yeah, some of you guys definitely would benefit from talking to somebody about this, because it is something that can be worked through. Okay, it's something that you may have been questioning, but you've been trying to cope with it on your own. You may have a hard time focusing altogether, and it could be getting worse as you're getting older. You may really start to realize that it is a problem for you. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. You may have even thought like there was something going on with you physically, okay, health-wise, but it's a mental thing, guys. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are trying your best to focus on being more stable or sticking to one thing. That it is not your fault. You know, you're not doing it on purpose for a lot of you. It could be the way your brain is working. It could be how you're wired. Some of you could be fully aware of this as well. Others of you, the Chariot, the King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. You're forcibly doing this. You're forcibly doing this. You're forcibly putting yourself in multiple positions at one time because that's where you may feel like you flourish at. You may want to hurry up and get everything done to be done with it, but why are you rushing? What is the rush, Gemini? Five of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You don't even know. You just like doing it. You don't even know why you like rushing, but you hate moving slow. You may even be the type of person who can't even walk slow. Like, you just have to have things done in your way. Seven of Pentacles, that is going to be your blockage. You're going to have to be patient, not just with yourself, but with others around you and situations that are arising. Ten of Wands in the reverse, you're going to have to let go of the need to always have a lot on your plate at one time, if you know what I mean. Always having to have 50 things being done at one time. You're washing clothes, you're cleaning out the oven, you're restocking the refrigerator, you're mopping, you're cleaning out your closet, one thing at a time, Gemini, and you're going to have to learn how to focus. You can deal with the other shit later, okay? What else does Gemini need to be aware of, Gems? Double tap the screen, please. It's free. What else do we have for Jimmys? And then we will get into love. What else do we have for Jimmys? And then we'll get into love. Okay, Geminis. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I see a new job or more money, a money increase here. It could even be where you're at. I just think you're deciding to do something that brings in more income for you. It could be quite unexpected. You may not even know what the hell I'm talking about right now, and then you get those extra hours. They make a mistake, put a little extra money on your check. You get a job offer, okay? But whatever this is, I need you to be consistent. Don't just do it this one time and then quit. I need you to do this every week, okay? I need you to make sure these checks continue to roll in like this all the time, okay? Temperance is here. I feel like you may have to do some life-changing adjustments when this opportunity comes in. Maybe you got to go to sleep a little earlier. Maybe, again, you have to pace yourself. Maybe your life has to revolve around this job right now, but that's what you want to do in order to make the money that you have to make, right? And with the Seven of Pentacles here, I also want you to practice saving. When this money comes along, it doesn't mean spend it real fast because it comes in real fast. You're going to have shit to do with this money in the long run. I want you to build it up so that you can start seeing the success. I feel like a lot of you guys already make a lot of money or a good amount of money, but you're spending it as soon as you get it, so you don't think you make that much. But then you check your pay stubs, you check your end of the year, and you're like, what happened to all this money? You gave it to Amazon. You gave it to other businesses. You were, and some of you guys knick-knack. You don't even buy really big items like that. You just buy a whole bunch of bull. And I'm worried about you guys that spend a lot of money on clothes, the clothes that you don't wear, because then you throw them away. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Furniture is okay, but wasting your money is not. Okay, let's talk about it. Anyways, let's get on to love, because I feel like I gave you guys so many generals. It's crazy. What do we have for love? Energy in regards to love. Let's start with singles. Is there anybody who's in a relationship right now? Anybody really connecting with someone in a serious setting? Because I feel a lot of new energy or people you don't know. Let's see what's going on for my singles first. Spirit, what's going on with singles? What's going on with singles? Don't forget to double tap the screen. Let's see what's going on with singles. Flirt. Oh, y'all ain't got nobody because y'all being too tough. I feel like you're also transcending a little bit when it comes to your personality, your needs, or your wants. You're not that wimpy little bitch you used to be. You don't settle. You require more in relationships or connections, but you're realizing that a lot of people aren't giving you what you're craving now in regards to connection. Everybody that you meet is either lacking something or they're not being serious enough for you. And that's a big problem because you're looking for something serious. Heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody wants to talk to you. This could be someone from the past, singles. It looks like you're trying to avoid them or you don't want to talk to them, but their ancestors, honey, whoever's guiding them in this world is telling them, you got something to say to Gemini, you better say it. You better say it. You should say it. Whether it is an apology, hey, how you doing? How you been? I miss you. They want to talk to you. Let's see what they want to say. What does this person want to say to Gemini? What does this person want to say to Gemini? I don't care. I'm going to tell y'all anyway. What does this person want to say to Gemini? What does this person want to say to Gemini? They feel like they played too much. They feel like they played too many games. They enjoyed you. They liked you. They want another chance. They want another chance. I'm getting air and water from that. But Spirit is saying warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. Let's not, you know, go off of how they're acting now. Let's remember who they could be. You know, some people don't have it in them to do what this person did. But this person actually, yeah, they did it. This person did it. And they want to talk to you. And I don't understand why. Why does this past person want to talk to my single Jimmies? Why are they coming back around? For those of you who want to know. Oh, they never let you go. This person may have felt like they actually may have been kind of upset with the ending that you guys had in the past. Anyway, there wasn't anyone else. This person was never serious with anybody. They have commitment issues, but they did really like you. Just for those of you who are guessing. Yeah, look at this longing. Yeah, so you got somebody at the back end that's waiting for you. Just to let you know. So what's this new energy about? Because Gemini, you're needing to flirt a little bit, but I also feel the need to tell you you need to heal. So what is this new energy for my Gem gang? New energy here. Ace of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, but I feel like a lot of you may already know that it's time for you to get yourselves back out there. Or you may want to get yourselves back out there. You know it's time. But what's going on with you? The Fool card. You're waiting. You're waiting for someone to come and approach you. But you seem unapproachable at the same damn time. So, very contradicting energy. You walk around with the resting bitch face all day, but you think somebody is supposed to come and make you smile. They don't know that as soon as they say hi to you, you light up like Christmas trees on fucking Christmas night. I do feel like you're very attractive, but you're intimidating. Did you know that? Did you know you scare the shit out of people because you come off very no-nonsense-y? But on top of the fact you come off very no-nonsense, it almost seems like you have your shit together, so they don't want to embarrass themselves. You got a lot to unpack here, singles. And you seem quite mean, but I know that's not what you're going for. Seven of Cups is here. You're in La La Land. I don't even think you notice the people who are noticing you, oddly enough. You don't even notice these people. You don't even know that they're paying attention to you or that they like you. Okay. So what should my single Geminis do? What should my single Geminis do in regards to this situation or their love life? What should my single Geminis do in regards to their love lives? Allow people in. I'm getting you need to connect more with people. Even on a friendly level. Hey, how you doing? I'm hearing that song by Ella May. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Speak. You could say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to people. I almost feel like you just may be in deep thought. Be mindful of that because people are taking that as unapproachable. And you're actually very approachable. Knight of Cups. I feel like you're literally waiting. They're literally waiting. That's so cute. That's cute. I feel like you may already have someone around you who likes you a lot, but they're intimidated by you. This person could be at work, at your school, live in your area as well. If the person lives in your area, don't talk to them. All the other ones are okay. The one that lives in your area may already be dealing with someone, or they may already live with that person, just to let you know. All right. So, signs coming towards my single. Signs coming towards my singles. Signs coming towards my singles right now. What signs are coming towards the singles? A Leo, Gemini, a Cancer, Taurus, heavy Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, shit. Heavy Taurus energy. Sun, Moon, Rising for my singles. This person is going to be very strong. They're going to come in and they are not going to play games. This person could also come off like a sugar daddy. They may have money, or this person may be very serious about their work. I feel like they don't have a problem spending it on you. You like that type of energy. We like that type of energy. They're coming in like that for you guys, okay? All right, singles. Let's head over to my Jimmies who are in a connection already. What do we have for my Jimmies who are already connected? Energy for Jimmies who are connected to somebody already. Energy for Jimmies who are already connected. It is safe for you to love. So if you're dealing with somebody or you're already in a relationship, there's some mixed signals going on between you and this person. I feel like they are somebody who's serious about you or wants something long term, but they also are a little intimidated by you. Oh, my phone's about to die. Hold on. They're also a little intimidated by you. This person may be worried that you don't really like them because you're not engaging, or this person is used to being chased. This person may be used to you being a certain way with them, and they're noticing a change in your moods or behavior. And I don't think it has anything to do with you or anything to do with them per se. You may just have a lot of things going on in your head or on your plate. There could be a lot of things going on around you, and this person may be taking it very personal. This person may feel like you're backing away from them, or you're moody because of something that they did. They also may be triggered, even if it's not about them, but the fact that you weren't open to tell them about whatever was on your mind. I feel like if you're in a relationship or you're connected with someone and you are going through something, you should talk to them about it. Codependency. This person definitely relies on you a little bit for their happiness. I'm not going to lie. And it's not healthy, but they are. This person is looking at you and they're like, I need you to be happy for me to be happy. Or I need you to literally make me happy. And you're not making me happy right now. And that could be a bit of an issue. But let's just see. What do we have for my Jimmies who are connected to someone? Two of Swords here. Yeah, you got a lot on your mind. It looks like you're wearing a lot of hats, probably at work and at home. You may be overworked. It looks like you're definitely overworked. But I feel like you're showing up. You're trying to do your best. But this person needs attention. They're very attention seeking, but they want it from you. They don't want it from other people. They don't care about what other people have going on. They need you to show up for them. Could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Whatever the situation is, it almost feels like this person may have mommy issues. That could be this codependency that I'm seeing here. So they're leaning on you for that support, for that fill. Nine of Pentacles, and you're focused on yourself. You don't have those issues. At least not anymore. It's like, I'm okay. Thank you, Catherine. I'm okay. I'm focused on money. I'm focused on stability. I'm focused on how we're going to get ahead. You're focused on me and why I'm not making you happy. It's a little self-centered too. But let's see why. Let's get a little deeper here about this person. Page of Cups. Yeah, they're a little immature. This person doesn't really know how to process their emotions, but I feel like they're trying to do it in the most mature way. It's definitely going to come up in the near future, but I don't know if it's going to come up in the most healthiest way. They could say something or they can lash out. Is this the Two of Cups? Yeah, Two of Cups in a reverse. It could cause some type of breakup or distance between the two of you because it's a turn off. It's like, you're too old to act like this. Or don't count on me for that. Five of Swords. Yeah, you feel like somebody's taking advantage or they're not seeing things clearly. It can end up being a big issue for you. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's also a big lesson for this person. What is this lesson though? Chariot. On how to deal with things. If this is a male, feminine, you're pushing this person to be more masculine. But this is almost like pushing a person to be more mature before their time. Like trying to teach a newborn how to tie their shoes. So just be mindful of that. I do feel like you're going to have to take baby steps if you plan on staying with this person. Because Rome was not built in a day. And neither is going to be this person's personality. But with the Two of Pentacles here and the Five of Pentacles, I definitely feel like there's some sense of positivity in regards to you two because there is building outside of whatever you two have going on or whatever this hiccup is in the relationship. You two seem to be doing really well, and it does seem like this person understands you whether or not they like to admit it. Three of Pentacles as well. I do see you guys coming to some type of great solution, but let's see what the near future holds. I heard he acts like a big baby. So you may feel like this person acts... Where the hell did that card go? Hold on, guys. Where did it go? Okay. I dropped the card and it ran. Or was it not? Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, Nine of Pentacles in a reverse. So speaking of codependency again, you're teaching this person how to man up. Just don't let it kind of bring your energy down because I'm getting you getting comfortable with relying on this person for some type of emotions too. What's happening in the near future for my Jimmies who are connected to somebody? What can they expect in the near future in regards to their relationship or connection? The Wheel of Fortune. So things to start turning in a more positive direction, or at least for this situation that's coming up for you guys in the near future to get better, and this person to get a little bit more mature when it comes to their emotions. Hell, it looks like a lot more mature. I think you're telling this person about themselves. That's one thing you can count on a Gemini to do, is to line you up, okay? This person, you're getting this person in order, at least if it comes to dealing with you. And again, it also speaks to their codependency. You're telling somebody, like, you got to deal with your own problems. You are, I tell my husband that a lot. You are absolutely entitled to your feelings, okay? And maybe you can tell this to your partner as well. I went to counseling, so you didn't have to. You are entitled to your feelings. How you make a person feel is their own interpretation, you know, but they're entitled to feel that way. It's just not your fault that they feel that way. And the same thing with you, Gemini. If you feel some type of way because someone said something, did something, acted out, those are your feelings. You can't expect that person to change because they are your feelings, okay? You can change the reality by backing away, but you can't expect someone to be different because it bothers you, okay? So there's a T here. Six of Cups is here, though. This person is definitely a soulmate, although they may not be as awakened to the situation as you are. And with the Four of Swords here, I definitely feel like you have to be okay with giving this person space or grace for them to grow in a relationship, and stop worrying so much about whether or not you two are going to be okay, because I feel like you guys are okay. There's just growing pains in every element or situation in your life, and this situation is based on this person's growth and your will to have patience or grace while they're growing, okay? You can't be impatient if your baby don't know how to hold a bottle yet. They're still learning, speaking from experience. All right, so Jimmy's, let's get you guys. I don't even have my Rebel deck cards because right before I started live, my whole desk full of cards fell. And I don't even have one to give y'all because they're gone. They're in, what, is that them? No, they're in the wind. So we're going to skip that. I'll pull another card for you guys just to give you one, uh, card of advice, and then we'll get to all signs. So Knight of Coins in a reverse speaks to not oversharing, not sharing at all, actually being kind of selfish or stingy when it comes to you right now or what you have to offer, because you're now needing to take care of you. You're now needing to make sure that you have yourself in order, so you can't show up for everybody else the way you usually were or are. So this is all about being selfish and being okay with doing that. It's okay to call people out on their bullshit, but it's also okay to not necessarily be a part of anybody else's as well. I don't think you have the time to be a counselor, Gemini, and I definitely don't feel like you have the time to be a helping hand to anyone, and that's okay. Maybe next month, but with the Eight of Swords in a reverse, I feel like you have a lot of things to unpack, maybe literally or emotionally or physically right now, okay? You don't need nobody else's shit on your plate. All right, so let's do all signs, and I will release you guys' energy. And if you choose to do questions with me, please use the link and the link only, because I am no longer using my personal Cash App for questions, but you are allowed to do PayPal with me. Okay, so all the way from Aries to Pisces, what is the energy for my Jimmies in regards to love for all signs? If you're being nosy for someone, if you're dealing with an Aries, this person wants you to make more of the effort to be what they need you to be, or to show up for them the way they want you to show up for them. If you're dealing with a Taurus, this person really likes you regardless of how they're acting. I feel like there are strong romantic feelings between you two. Did you send a Cash App to the new account? I hope you sent it to the new one. If you're dealing with a Gemini, this Gemini really does find you attractive. I feel like they truly do love you, but they may have an issue with commitment. Be mindful of that. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they're very attracted to you, but things aren't that deep. I want you to be careful. The link is fine. Do it from the link. Don't do it with an old one that you may already have. Just the link. Okay? A Cancer is really attracted to you. If it's new, it's cool. If this is someone that's been around for a while, you may want to reevaluate what's going on, unless you're okay with the situation possibly just being sexual. A Leo, I think you need a reading on, or you may need to talk to somebody about that, because you may not be seeing things too clearly. A Virgo may be testing your boundaries, or it may be time for you to let them go completely. Libra is waiting for you to make some type of move. I do feel like this person and you have a divine relationship or connection that is meant to be explored, but I just want you to make sure that you guys aren't moving too fast. Scorpio wants you to trust them. I do feel like they are definitely trying to get closer to you, but they also have some magician energy going on, which means that they're probably being manipulative in their own way as well. Could be lying to you about something. I noticed that Scorpios love to tell a little white lie every now and then. Sagittarius wants you to tell them how you feel about them. It almost feels like they want their ego stroked, but that's their love language, okay? Capricorn. As you get to know Capricorn, I feel like you're going to be a little shell-shocked. But I also feel like you're going to like that they're being more vulnerable with you, because they're very closed-off people. Aquarius is your soulmate. If there's any hiccups or things that are happening between the two of you, I do feel like you guys can roll them over and make things very smooth. But it's all about maturity in any relationship, but especially this one. If you notice that nigga is already walking around here acting like a goddamn kid, don't expect them to grow into an adult tomorrow. Okay? Last but not least, you have Pisces. I feel like you've been either biting your tongue or holding back in a way when it comes to one. You probably need to be a little bit more upfront with how you feel and what you want. Bottom of the deck here is pay attention to the red flags. Very interesting, because I think on my Patreon, Gemini's got that as well. I don't care what is going on in regards to your dating life or your situation, if you're single or not. When things don't feel right, when they don't seem right, when they're all over the place, or you just feel like something is off, back away from it. Don't ignore it. Don't think because it's new, that's probably why something is happening. Or if it's old and you feel like maybe it's just some type of unhealthy change and you guys can snap back, or you need to bite your tongue, don't. Everything that you see that may be going a little off the regular hay record or whatever the fuck they say, go back and address it. Because if not, it's going to drive you crazy and it may actually get worse. All right? The hay record. What the fuck is that? There's an old person talking to me in my soul right now. I don't know. Probably my grandmother. All right, guys. Until next time. Let's get to questions now. So if you guys want to stay along and watch for questions, you're more than welcome to. There's no forbidden energy that, tells you have to leave now. But if you are going to be participating, please start to send now. Let's see what we have. I'm going to have to grab my laptop. Oh my God. I hope I didn't just... Okay, so... Hold on, guys. I'm just setting up. Why is this giving me problems? All right, so far I have Destiny, Sarah, Jalea, Jamik, Jordan, Ashley, and Janine. So let's start with Where are we? Let's start with Destiny. You said messages from the spider. Let's be specific. What do you mean when you say messages from the spiders? Have you been seeing them? Are they coming up in a dream? Let me know what's going on. Queen J sent one from Fabulous. Let's see. Hold on, I have to look. Okay, so you have one. You were actually before Sarah. So let me see. Yours slipped right through. So it'll be you and then Sarah, okay? So you're after Destiny. Then it's Sarah. All right? So just listen out for your name. They keep showing up in real life. Why does Destiny keep seeing spiders? Why does Destiny keep seeing spiders? Why does Destiny keep seeing... Shut the hell up. Why does Destiny keep seeing spiders? Oh, okay. Knight of Cups. It's letting you know that something is evolving in your love life, but you have to stop being afraid of it. So are you afraid of spiders? There's... It's funny because Cancer keeps showing up and it kind of looks like a spider too. Are you afraid of spiders, Destiny? You have to stop being afraid to still press through. I heard press through, but I think it's go through things in life. But more specifically in regards to love. Things that may feel unfamiliar or weird for you in your circumstances don't mean that you still shouldn't deal with them or take a leap of faith. And it also doesn't mean that it's weird or out of place in your life. Kind of like the spiders. It seems like there's even a familiar spirit or a familiar person coming to talk to you too. But the message here is to treat things like they're normal. So don't always be suspicious. Don't always be suspicious when new things, people, and situations present themselves to you. They're actually sent to you on purpose. Ace of Swords as messages. Huh. Very interesting. I didn't think that spiders would have that serious of a message. But I guess because it stuck out to you, that's how you knew it was a message. Nine of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Four of Swords. You also need to get rest. Are you seeing these spiders all times of the day? They could be showing up at times where you need to rest or calm down or cool out. Especially if you're an overthinker. I heard an idle mind is the devil's playground. So those are your messages from those spiders. Just be mindful. If you are kind of going through mental overloads, you want to be, you just want to take your time or kind of pause to reflect on what it is that keeps, I heard, looping or cycling around your day-to-day thoughts. What is it that you're stuck on? That's going to be very important for you moving forward. Okay? All right, so next I have... What was the person's name? Queen J. You can type your question. Let me see if you put it up here. Tell me about love with Aquarius male. Ooh. January or February, my friend. Spirit, please tell me. Oh, a lot of Geminis are dealing with Aquarius right now, huh? Spirit, please tell me what's going on with Jay and her Aquarius. What's going on with Jay and her Aquarius? What's going on with Jay and her? Ooh, it's a February one. Jesus, with a hint of Pisces. Look at you going for the toxic shit. Seven of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. The Star card. Are you in a relationship with this Aquarius? Because it looks like y'all are just dating. I want you to be mindful whether you're dating or in a relationship with this person. It does seem like there's someone else, or this person has their I don't want to say their heart, because that's not really how Aquarius is wired when they're doing shit like this. This person has their interest in two people, you and someone else. And I feel like this person may be trying to see what's best for them in regards to the two that they have. They share a history with someone from the past, and I think in regards to you and moving forward into something new, before they do too much or overextend themselves and have to leave you, or it can't really get with you, they're playing everything very cool. Now, I want to clarify about this past situation, but you know, I'm only supposed to do 6 cards here. I don't see this being a long-term relationship for you, only because it seems to be too much of a liability. I'll say that. All right, which is crazy here because he really likes you. Don't get it fucked up. He likes you, but he's more worried about, and a lot of Aquariuses are, because they love money, they love stability. To be an air sign is crazy how stable they love to be. This person is looking out for what's good for them and not just necessarily what makes them feel good. All right. And the person that they've been dealing with has been really doing a lot for them for a long time. Almost like a sugar mama. This person could be older too, or the person that they're dealing with could be older, and that could be a thing as well. All right. Someone here is already overextending to Aquarius, and Aquarius likes to, that's their love language, acts of service. So there you go. All right. So I don't know. I don't know if you should give more to that situation or not, but I will definitely tell you now, it looks like in the near future you're leaving them, so I wouldn't even waste my time. Sarah. Thank you, Queen J. You're welcome. Sarah, you can type your questions. Let me see who else I have. Janine. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Not Janine. I just want to make sure I ain't skipping nobody. Jalea, you can type your question, or you just want whatever comes out. What's coming towards me in my career? I recently left my job. Why did you leave your job, Sarah? What happened? Ten of Swords is here, the World card. Oh, you don't have a problem with going towards new things, even if you feel like it's new, but it may not be in front of you right then and there. Interesting. So what's to come of Sarah's career? What's the next step? Okay, that flew out. Ace of Wands. New job, new opportunity, new advantage. I feel like you're going to be making more money. Look at this, King of Pentacles. You're going to be making more money. You may even be in a better or a higher position. But the Hangman is here. You're either looking in the wrong areas for a job, or you're looking for the wrong title. Like your job, like what you went to school for or what you're experienced in, you can do multiple things. Don't just go for one title. Expand a little bit more. And don't settle, okay? Because I'm also getting you kind of maybe getting desperate or just wanting to hurry up and get a job, and you just pick anything. Don't do that, okay? Six of Wands. Go for something that's actually going to be fulfilling. Something that also looks good on paper, okay? Page of Wands is here. It's coming soon too, but you need to be a little bit more vigilant when it comes to looking. And actually follow your heart this time. It doesn't have to make sense. It has to feel good to you. All right. That's where it's like, it's something that's going to actually be something you like to do, but it's going to pay you really good to do it. All right. So change your job title or change the area or where you're looking at. Okay. Could be a different company than what you expect. What's next for me in love? What's next for Sarah in regards to love? You got Ace of Wands wanted to come out again with the Three of Swords. So definitely an ex or someone from the past returning. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But tell me what's next for Sarah in love. That could be a sidebar. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Okay, so this person's coming back in. Someone you blocked is trying to reach out to you. I feel like you and this person liked each other a lot, but you gave up on them because you may have felt like they were being manipulating, or you liked them more than they liked you. They actually did like you the same way. Unblock that person. Those signs could be a Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo. What else is happening? Ace of Swords. There's an air sign or someone with heavy air placements. This person is going to talk your fucking ear off. I also feel like they're going to want to see you a lot. This person finds you very attractive. I always tell you, you come up like a fire sign, like a Leo. You're showing up as someone who gets a lot of attention. This person will too. They're a lover boy. But I want you to look up exactly what that definition means for lover boys. This person is a lover boy, but with the Five of Swords here, I think you're going to catch on really quickly to what type of energy they're trying to bring to the table. And I think they like you more because you're clever, or they will like you more because you're very clever. Okay? Third one, what's happening between me and Brandon? He's going silent. Wow. I think he expects me to chase him. What's going on with Sarah and Brandon? What's going on with Sarah and Brandon? What's going on with Sarah and Brandon? What's going on with Sarah and Brandon, Spirit? Okay, let me see. Let's see. Two of Cups in a reverse. They were turned off by something that you did or you said. They also were still dealing with someone from their past. They could be expecting. Yeah, this person has someone else. Expect communication from them, though. This person is going to be trying to talk to you again. They may even try to reconnect with you. Whoever this person is that's coming back towards them, or whoever they reconcile with, is lying about something. I almost want to say a baby. They're trying to keep them. So that's what happened. This person may have even ghosted you. They ghosted you because something else came, and they didn't want to just tell you because they're not even sure. But they also didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. They're going to spin the block. I heard for the 50th time. So has Brandon been in and out your life a lot lately? The Death card, that's going to change. I feel like this person's going to want to get serious. You like Brandon. Look at your ass. You like him too. And he breadcrumbs the fuck out of you. Sarah. I just told these people to be like you, and this is what's going on. The Moon card is here. Okay. The Fool card. You're going to give them another chance too. Brandon is spicy. Is he a fire sign? Very interesting, friend. Is this a fire sign? I feel like fire signs make Geminis like this. It's fire in his chart. You like him. He got something on you. A Capricorn? Does he have fire in his chart? He got you going crazy and he ain't shit. That is so fucking Gemini, though. We love a good challenge. I bet you I could make you fall in love. That should be a name of one of your love readings, or one of Gemini's love readings. I bet you I can make you fall in love. We love a good challenge in love, but hate when we don't win. So that's all. You only had 3, right, Sarah? Jalea? You just wanted to know whatever comes up. Let's see what we have for Jalea. Energy for Jalea. What does Jalea need to know right now? What does Jalea need to be aware of? Please tell me what's going on with Jalea. All right, so Jalea, you have the Four of Cups. Ooh, depleted in energy. What happened? You're tired. You're tired a lot, but I feel like it's because you're being drained emotionally by who or what. Could be a person. Someone's getting on your fucking nerves. This person's getting on your nerves because they have too much of an advantage over your life. You're giving this person too much power. Maybe to tell you what to do. This could be a boss or someone you're in a relationship with. But you're giving someone too much power and they're draining the fuck out of you. You may not even notice it, but it's happening. Three of Wands is here. Also, in the near future, it does look like something you've been trying to work really hard to manifest is coming your way. It doesn't look like love. It looks like it's something of stability. But with the Page of Cups, you have to be open to different, possibilities. I think you're being kind of narrow-minded about what you want. It's kind of tunnel vision. This is what I want, and I know this is how I get it, or this is what I have to do in order to make this happen. But you're going to get what you want. It's just not going to be in a way you think it's going to happen. Nine of Cups. What is this? What are you trying to do here? What is Jalea trying to obtain? What is Jalea trying to obtain? Spirit, tell me, please. Peace, balance, money. Money. Oh, you're on a paper chase. Five of Pentacles, because you feel like you're not making enough. Well, for one, since we're going to be specific about it being a job, stop letting the fucking job drain you. If you're not even getting what you need from out of the deal, friend. Okay? Start looking for something that's actually worth your time and your money. I feel like you would definitely benefit off of falling back from work a little bit. Maybe taking some time off or taking some time to yourself. What the hell? My Cash App is in the comments. Renew Foot Care. Thank you. I did have the baby. I almost feel like you're all over the place right now. I also need you to ground your energy. Put your feet in some grass, my friend. Your energy is like kind of chaotic, and it's not because of, you know, anything going on in your external. I feel like it's in you. It's something going on that could be bothering you. It feels like you want to move, but you don't know what to do. Okay? That's what it feels like. I sent it, but your name on the description is spelled differently. I hope you sent it to the one that is on my Cash App, that's in my link, Inez. That may be the problem, because I closed the other one because I can't get any money from there. They won't allow me to anymore. Let me see if you sent it to the right one, Inez. I have it. I can't use my personal one anymore. They know I have a business at this point. They're like, use your business one for your business. It's getting too dark in here. 1 second, guys. Let me turn on the light. Ooh, my ass. All right, that's better. Ooh, okay. Now I look like I'm shining from the heavens. Not bad. All right, so next I have Jamik. Jamik, you just want a general. Let's get in your business. General for Jamik. General, please, for Jamik. What does Jamik need to know from now to the end of the year? I'm sorry, the end of the month. What does Jamik need to know now to the end of the month? Anything popping up from now to the end of the month? There's something happening at the end of the year. I heard grand finale. You needed to know that, okay? The Empress is here. Be careful with pregnancy if you're not ready. Otherwise than that, if you know you ain't trying to go there, or you probably ain't going to get there by the end of the month, I feel like there can be a bit of abundance coming your way. You may have felt like you were getting starved when it came to blessings, but I do feel like there's going to be a large turnaround. If you're having any inconsistencies when it comes to money or happiness, it could have been a shift. We do have an eclipse coming, but it feels like after the eclipse is over, things lighten up for you. Follow your intuition moving forward when it comes to new opportunities, especially in regards to a move or money. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. Why do I see you moving? Either you're going to be changing jobs. You're going to be changing jobs. You're going to get the opportunity to change jobs. Something could come up about a move or wanting to move. If you're getting a nudge to move by the end of the month, it probably is best that you look. If you know that that's not something that you can do right now, maybe, you know, you're kind of strapped tight where you're at, that's fine too. You are still going to get those nudges. Like, it's time for me to do something more. It's time for me to I'm outgrowing this place. It could be time for you to move some shit around in your house. Maybe you're getting a little tired of how things used to be. I redecorate. Okay, you can do that as well. But the Strength card is here with the Justice card. Outside of things that you can't control, if you can get it done, if you get a nudge that you need to start doing something new, or out of the blue you want to get up and go back to school, do it. Okay, Nine of Wands is here. It almost feels like you keep telling yourself you can't do it or it's not the right time. It actually would be, friend. It actually would be. And I feel like at the end of the month, you're going to get some type of large... What is this, Spirit? You're going to get a large opportunity that seems really good. But why do I see you constantly telling yourself don't do that? Do it. Especially if it's in regards to love, but in any area of your life. It's time for you to do some forward motion here. I feel like you may have been doing the same things for a while. Maybe because you're content, but you're outgrowing your old self. And if you're ready to level up, and if you've been asking Spirit to change the forecast in your life, when the change comes, you can't be scared. Okay? I'm so mad I turned that light on and it turned me yellow. Let me see. Now I'm black as hell. I gotta get this shit together. Let's see what we got next. Jordan. Jordan, you want a love reading? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Let me know what's going on. Ashley, type your question. Inez, just let me know if you're here. Jordan, you have two questions. Okay, yes. I see you have love and what's coming for you in regards to your career. Okay. So let's see. What's coming in love for Jordan? What's coming in love for Jordan? Two of Pentacles. I think you're going to have the opportunity to get to know someone. You're welcome, Jamik. But it seems like you're going to be kind of contemplating if you should. You may feel like this person is a little too eager or moving too fast. And you're trying to kind of draw this person out a little bit or get to know them a little bit more. I think that's the best approach for this person because they need to slow down. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person is used to having their way. So you being, what is the word for it, Spirit? You taking things slow feels like a competition that they want to be a part of. And with the Knight of Pentacles, that is your advice, to take it slow with whatever this new person that's coming towards you has to offer. With the Queen of Swords, I do think that you're well-rounded when it comes to relationships at this point, so you know exactly what you need to do. Person coming towards you could be an Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, or again, a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I just want you to make sure that when this person is coming towards you, you pace yourself, because I also see you here as moving a little fast in relationships on a regular basis. Maybe this time you definitely have to pump your brakes too when it comes to your emotions, your feelings, how fast you want things to go, and how fast you move emotionally with this person. Okay? So good luck with that. Your next Crystal. Hi, Crystal. So you can either pay through PayPal or Cash App. The link is I'm sorry, I'm having brain fog. The link is pinned in the comment section. It's $11.11 per question, per subject, per person. You can ask as many questions as you like to. I go in order in which payment is received. I have about 6 or 7 people ahead of you if you decide to do questions with me right now, okay? So your second question, Jordan, is what's coming for you in regards to career? Yes, I got your payment, Sarah. You are after Snow White. Okay. No. Wait, let me see what time. So Sarah, yeah, you're after Snow White, Sarah. Okay. So let's see. What's coming towards Jordan in regards to career? What's coming towards Jordan in regards to career? Page of Swords. 3 of Wands. Nothing right now. It seems like you're looking, but it's not much out there or much that would actually catch your eye or be better than where you're at. I just want you to know that eventually you are going to have to leave this job. You may already be looking into that. Page of Wands. Even if you can't leave this job, you need to start looking at different positions at the job that you're at. Why though? Why is it so serious that you leave? The Sun card and the King of Cups. You want more. I see you trying to expand in multiple areas of your life, but what are you doing to get it? So what does Jordan need to do to obtain more in regards to her finances? What does Jordan need to do? 3 of Cups. Network. So it's not just about filling out things. Maybe you need to start asking people. You need to start telling people what you want, you know. And this is in regards to career, but even in regards to money, I think you need to be very open with people about what you want. And if you're willing to date, or if you are looking, you know, for someone new, don't be ashamed to tell a friend that you're interested. If you do like someone that they know, or if you're on a social media site to date online or something like that. It's just saying to expand your horizon in multiple areas, or you're going to still feel in the long run like you're not really doing yourself any justice, and it's because you're not putting yourself out there. All right. Good luck, Jordan. I got you, Crystal. So you'll be after Sarah. Okay. So next we have Ashley. And then we have Inez. So Ashley, I just seen you, Ash. After I told Zach about himself and cut him off in May, he randomly called me last month. Why? I didn't answer. Why did Zach hit Ashley up last month? Why did Zach hit Ashley up? What did Zach want with Ashley after she cursed him out? What did Zach want with Ashley after she cursed him out? 4 of Pentacles. Wanted to see if you were still mad. But he figured you were, obviously, because you didn't answer. He felt left out. He wants to know if you're done with him because he still wants you. He's closing this chapter, though, because he figures you're not interested. So he was checking your temperature. Nothing more, nothing less. 6 of Wands is here. He's also talking to someone else already, so it doesn't even matter. 4 of Cups. And he feels rejected. All these cards are screaming, okay, it's over. Maybe he didn't feel like it was over, or he may have been questioning if you're serious. Now he knows you're serious. It seems like it was very shallow based anyway. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Chariot. It was all going off of the fact that he was attracted to you. You know, it wasn't really going anywhere, and it wasn't going to. He was just very charming in energy. Okay. So Inez, you just wanted a general. Are you here? Yeah, it didn't change with that phone call. He still is very shallow. Renee, you can type your question. You're next after Inez. You're welcome, Ashley. And then Snow White, you're after Renee. Okay. Janine, you can type your question as well. Janine, you're actually next. I'm sorry. It's Janine, then Renee, then Snow White, then Crystal, and then Sarah. But it looks like I have more. I don't know why they're not showing up. Let me see. No. Interesting. So maybe this is the... Okay, so these are the two new people. Snow White, you sent 11 cents. And Crystal, you were the one that just sent one. Lady, what is your name on Cash App? Because I don't have one from you. Oh, Renee. Okay, so I do have everybody. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so Inez, where's Inez? Inez is not here yet. So we're going to skip Inez and go to Janine. Janine said, will Nelly, the Aquarius January, circle the block again? So will Nelly, the Aquarius, circle the block when it comes to Janine again? Yes. Yes, they will. They're going to want a new start. I think you're going to take it too. You like this person. You like this person, but there's too much ego in this connection for you guys to flourish. This person is very attracted to you. Is this a female? This person is very attracted to you, but they feel like sometimes you disconnect too much. This person is going to come back and be like, listen, if you want me the way I want you, then stop fucking playing. That's what I'm getting. Stop fucking playing. They want to choke you. When my hands was like this, it was like I had them around your neck. You aggravate this person, but they like you. I don't know if you guys were in a relationship before, but that looks like that's where it's heading. But if you guys... Oh, so he acts like a bitch. That's the T here. This person is a little female. They have... Well, I don't know if there could be a water sign. Water signs and earth signs have natural feminine energy, but this person acts a little sassy. They come up as a female as well. But if you guys can't let down your egos for each other, and I feel like he has to learn that he's a masculine as well in order for this to work out, but you also have to indulge in his feminine side as well, because when he acts like a feminine, it is him being in his emotions, which is okay. Men have that duality as well, and I think women have to learn to accept that soft side of them if you want them to be soft, right? So with the Two of Cups in the reverse, there needs to be a little compromising on both ends in order for the both of you guys to be happy, which again allows him to be sassy without being disrespectful. And maybe sassy is the wrong word. It's emotional. Allowing him to be emotional and understanding his emotions and not telling him that he's wrong for feeling the way he is, but he needs to learn how to deal with his emotions without triggering you. Okay, that's a better way to put it. So good luck with that, because Aquarius can be a handful. My husband's birthday is January 31st, and he is emotional. Again, he has to learn that his feelings aren't yours to deal with. His feelings are his to work through, and that's going to be a big thing for you. And if you're a June Gemini, you're going to have to learn when to calm the fuck down. When to chill out. If you're a May Gemini, I do think you'll have to worry more about being okay with how he is. He likes to choke you. They're into that. They're into that shit. That's kind of the cool side of them. They're good with stuff like that. Inez. Where's Inez? Renee. Renee, you're next. You're a May Gemini. So it's kind of a match, but it's rough if you guys aren't mature. Neither one of you guys are really ready for each other yet. All right. So Renee, you just wanted a general. Spirit, please give me a general for Renee. What does Renee need to know right now? Snow White, you can type your question. Crystal, you can also type your question. Spirit, please tell me, what does Renee need to be aware of right now? I heard caution. Okay, Inez, so you're after Renee. I called you already. Strength card. You're going to be triggered or tried in a way. Don't fall for it. Don't feed into negativity. Interesting. Why? Two of Swords is here. Because based off of the decision, you're either going to be going down the right path or there's going to be another lesson to counteract that, because it's going to show that you're not ready for the next step in your life. And this is a spiritual lesson, so just be mindful, because with the Nine of Cups here, I feel like you know what to do. Like, you know, okay, so this is almost like, and I'm going to use this just as an example, but it does not have to be this. So don't take this with a grain of salt. Let's say you're driving down the street and you feel a nudge to turn, but you decide to go straight, and then you go straight and you are head on in traffic. Well, now that's your lesson on top of whatever you are already going through that was making you have to rush, right? You were already supposed to turn so you could get to where you were going faster. Now you have to wait in traffic and you're going to be late. You know, so it's something like that where you have to make sure that you are following your own intuition here and saving yourself more drama in the long run by following your intuition. This can also be an argument or a disagreement with someone. I don't know if you're in a relationship or if this is a family member or something like that. It's somebody close to you where it's asking you to not bow down, but not to participate in low vibrational energy. All right. So again, I can't make it too specific because it's showing up in an area of your life where you just need to hold back. You're going to know when it's happening that it's happening, because you're going to be met with that decision on whether you should or should not crash out. And I'm getting a crash out energy, so I definitely feel like it's going to be a conversation that goes too far. Okay? Good luck with that. And it looks like it's from a parent or a close friend or someone, again, you're in a relationship with. All right? So, Inez, you just wanted a general. Who is it? Do you know who this person is? Is it your parents? It feels like someone who is very close to you, who you're tired of hearing it from, or you just don't want to hear that shit altogether. So, Spirit, please tell me, what do we have for Renee? Energy, please, for Renee. Oh, I'm sorry, Inez. Why am I saying Renee? Energy for Inez. What does Inez need to be aware of? Energy for Inez. What does Inez need to be aware of? Two of Pentacles. Be mindful of your spending in the next coming weeks. I do feel like there's going to be something that costs you a nice amount of money. If you're spending too much, when this opportunity comes towards you and it's unexpected, or when this issue comes towards you and it's unexpected, you won't be prepared. I don't know if this has something to do with kids or health, but with the Nine of Wands here, Spirit is also telling you that you need to be careful with either not drinking enough water or drinking too much alcohol, whichever two you can relate to. With the Nine of Wands here, you could be drying yourself out. I'm getting overexerting yourself. You can start having headaches, or you could feel like you're going crazy. Something is wrong with you, but all your health signs say you're okay. It's your water intake, okay? Moon card here as well. Be careful with ignoring anxiety. In your case, when anxiety is coming towards you, that is your body warning you that you're doing something that is detrimental to you in that moment, or your thought is detrimental to you in that moment. Something you plan on doing is detrimental to you in that moment. I don't want you to ignore your anxiety from now to the end of January, I heard. So all of that time, you're going to be getting nudges, and it's going to show up like bad anxiety. You may even start to shake, or you may just feel like I can't really explain it in regards to how I feel, but anxiety hits me in two ways. Either I start getting really shaky, or I get a lump in my fucking throat, literally. You know your cues, follow them, okay? Good luck, because the Ten of Swords is here. I also feel like there's a friendship or a relationship or someone close that may end up falling off. It's going to be kind of hard for you because I feel like you trust this person, but it's a relationship that unfortunately probably has ran its course. Okay. Snow White. Oh, my back hurts. Snow White. What do we have here for you, friend? Oh, you didn't type your question. Oh, you did. You did. You said, saw Camelo, the Capricorn, for some fun time. Y'all cannot leave each other alone. We can't stay away from each other. No, y'all can't, for whatever reasons. What are his feelings for me? Let's see, because it don't matter what his feelings are for you anyway. You don't want to let Camilla go. I don't know why you don't want to let Camilla go. I don't know what it is with your spirit and his spirit, but they collide. What do we have for Camelo and Snow White? Energy for Camelo and Snow White. How does Camelo feel about Snow White? How does Camelo feel about Snow White? The Hangman. That you're changing. He's worried that he's losing the emotional side of you. He may think that at this point you're just there for the fun time too. Little does he know you're stressing the fuck out about the connection. You feel stuck because you don't know why you're drawn to him so much either. Both of you guys are in this contemplation mode, trying to figure out what you should do with each other, but nobody's going to make a fucking move. So this relationship doesn't materialize to anything. Ace of Pentacles is here. Ten of Cups. Although it seems like the both of you guys do want to be with each other. Very odd energy. So what is the blockage? What is the blockage between these two? That it can't get far. Scary hoes. Overthinking it. The both of y'all. Scary. Look at this. Fear twice. Boom. Boom. Only thinking of the negative side to things. He don't trust you. You don't trust him. He don't know if it's worth his time because he don't want to give up his other hoes. You don't want to get hurt. And so y'all ain't worried about the happiness part. But y'all want to keep having short happinesses while y'all screwing. Crazy. Crazy. Both of you guys are too scared to get both your feet in the water and swim together. Well, I mean, I guess you guys can keep having fun times. That's really all it's going to get to. Both of you guys are pushing each other away when it comes to something more serious than that. Okay? So that's how he feels about you. He wants to be with you, but he's not going to do anything because he's a bit of a coward. And you're a scaredy cat too. I just don't call my friends cowards. I could call him a coward, but I'm not going to call my friend a coward. Especially when she's paying me to not call her a coward. Okay, so Crystal. Crystal. I'm a May Gemini. And I'm feeling very split. Why? I feel extremely played by an October Libra. Girl, they will play you. And I'm trying to stay sane. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. But I don't know. How long can I be? What should I do? Well, Crystal, let's talk, friend. Let's talk, friend. Let's talk on a friendship base, and then we'll get more of what Spirit wants you to do. Why do you feel played? Why do you feel played by the Libra? How bad was it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was it literally? Because you're smart. You're a Gemini. How bad was it literally what he did to you? And then I want you to give me how bad it felt to you on a scale of 1 to 10. I need both those numbers. So we're going to start off with how bad it actually was. Be real with yourself. And then I want you to give me the number for how bad it made you feel. And that's how we're going to decide whether or not you should. Okay. Okay, so that's bad. Ah. All right, Crystal. You win. You win. You win because that is a dilemma. And the dilemma, he's getting divorced and has a new girl. Did I fucking read that wrong? He got married and had a baby 3 months after us breaking up. Okay. You live across the street from me. Now he's getting divorced and he has a new girl. What the fuck is his sign? A Libra. So he's a hoe. That's what it sounds like, Crystal. He's a hoe. And you get front row tickets to the freak show. You were once a part of the freak show. So why do you want to crash out? Let me turn into your counselor for a minute. Why do you want to crash out when you already know that nigga ain't worth 2 pennies to rub together? I feel like you guys had fun, but it was a moment. And I think that sometimes we get caught up in a moment because our ego gets in the way. Even you may have let your emotions get the best of you, but at this point, I don't think it's a loss that he left you or that he's leaving you alone. Even if he comes back around, all niggas will keep coming around, right? If you open the door or if you let them in. I don't think you closed that door or moved on 100%. And you have to be real with yourself too. I don't think you closed the door 100% if you allowed him to come back in. There had to be a crack there. And that's okay. It was called hope. But I want you to not be hopeful about somebody we know is a dog. You left the doggy door open and the dog got through the doggy door. And you're mad that the dog got through the doggy door. Don't let that nigga back in because he's not playing with you. You're playing with yourself. At this point right now, you know exactly what type of person he is. And friend, it's no need to crash out. I get that. I get that. I get the him playing on your son's emotions because he's probably a narcissist. But and that's what narcissists do. You know, narcissists cling to something that you like and they play on that energy, whether it is you liking them, you liking money, you liking sex, whatever it is that they know that they can hang over your head and dangle it to make you stick to them, they do it. And then they hit the Uno reverse. Okay. So you want to spaz on him because you're upset. Sorry guys, I know other people had their readings, but this is very important. You want to spaz on him because you feel like in some type of way he played with you. But then what? Like after you spaz out, do you think you'll feel better? All right, so let's see what Spirit has. Let's see what Spirit has, and then I'll tell you how I feel. Spirit, please tell me, what should Crystal do about the situation with the Libra? What should Crystal do in regards to it? So Page of Swords is here. I do feel like, okay, so this is, okay. So you should tell him about himself. You should tell him how he made you feel, okay? But then you need to move on. Because the confusion that's going on in this connection is you also waiting to see if he's coming back or what's next. Because I do feel like because he came back around, you may have felt like he learned his lesson or he was being sincere that time. And you thought that he realized his wrongs or that he was becoming a better person, and he wasn't. And because of that, with this Magician here, now all this energy is pent up inside of you. This happiness, this sadness, this, oh, I feel like he got me fucked up. All of this energy is pent up and you don't know what to do with it. But Spirit, how can I put this in words for what you want her to know? Knight of Swords. You spazzing out will make you feel good, but it also gives him the gratification that he still has you emotionally tied to him as well, which means that he can talk you off the ledge and the cycle continues, right? Because people who want to end things with people don't need to have a conversation with them. The closure is, I'm tired of you, I'm done, and I'm walking away. But the argument, the spazzing out, is you still wanting to have attention from him, even if it's not the best attention. And Spirit is saying, no, 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 sis. We need you to let this go. We need you to realize that this is a vulnerable state for you, and it's almost so toxic that it can end badly for you if you keep intertwining into it. Either way, Crystal, okay? I know. I'm dealing with a similar situation. My husband's ex is going through this shit with me and him right now. But who is right there making all that noise? There's nothing that you can do that is going to hurt him the way he hurt you. Because he doesn't feel the same. And that's just the honest fucking truth about the situation. You could fuck him over, get him locked up. You could go burn his house down. The emotions are not going to hit the same because you're romantically involved with him. He is not going to feel that way about any of his prized possessions. He's not going to feel that way when you go over there and yell at him and beat his ass. He's just not. And the biggest and the best thing that you can do is learn a valuable lesson from this and not talk to him no more. But the lesson is not to let nobody like that fuck you over again, because he's a big asshole. He's not even a little asshole. He got big problems. And although you've seen the change, you also seen the red flags. And you live across the street, so you got to see the whole circle. He married the bitch and ain't stay with her. Okay? Let him go. Let him go peacefully. And if you need to write a Dear John letter, because I do it, I write text messages and I block the nigga. I tell him I don't even want to hear back from you. Or I do that too. I curse him out and tell him I don't need to hear from you. I don't need a response from you. But I don't block him. I don't block them, but I'm you know, Geminis play mind games. I won't block him. I will tell him, I'm writing this message just to let you know how you made me feel. You ain't got to respond to it. I'm not looking for you to respond. But I don't block them because I do want to see the response. But that gives me room to either say something back or never say anything again. That's okay. That's okay. But that's also teaching you a valuable lesson about having these niggas around your kids. Okay? You gotta make sure that things are a bit more stable first. And I know you probably like, but Ashley, he told me that this was stable. But he also told that bitch that he married that he was stable too. So you got to handle shit on a case-by-case basis. That nigga wasn't never stable with nobody, so he wasn't going to be able to be stable for you. And you probably didn't know that in the beginning, but now that you know that, look at it like a blessing that your kid hasn't known him for years and years to come, because he might even fuck your kid up mentally if he stayed in his life. I always tell people that grew up without their parents in their life, what do you think you would have been like if your parents was in your life? So good luck with that, Crystal, because I spent a lot of time. Jalea, what's your question? Sarah, did you type your questions? Thank you guys for your patience. She needed that. And we friends, you know, we talk. This is what we do here. We try our best to help each other get through shit. I'm a girl's girl. Sarah, what should I do to get Brandon to become more serious? Is there anything Sarah can do to get Brandon to be more serious with her? Is there anything Sarah can do to make Brandon be more serious with her? Yes, you can seem more interested. I also feel like you need to let him know that he does hurt you, when he does the things that he's doing, because I feel like he's not really that self-aware. It's not that he doesn't care, but he may not feel like you care all that much. Ten of Swords is here, and again, if Brandon does something to you after you have this conversation with him, this is his last roll around. And I feel like you need to let him know that too. Let him know how serious you are and how much you're bothered by what he keeps doing. But I don't want you to use bother. I want you to specifically use hurt when it comes to him. I feel like once he becomes aware that you actually care on a deeper level, because niggas may think that you like them, but they don't really think that you care as much as you do until you crash out. And that is so unfortunate for a lot of people, but that's the level of immaturity a lot of men have when it comes to emotions. Not all men, but some men. And when you notice that they're playing games, it's that man that has that emotionally stunted growth. And I want you to come with that same approach, but not crashing out. I want you to let this person know how much you really care about them, but without having to physically inflict pain, if you know what I mean. Seven of Swords is here, though. If Brandon does not come around after having this conversation with him, you need to grab your feelings and go. You do. Seven of Swords is here. I don't give a fuck if they're still there and they're strong. You have to avoid him. Why? Because it's nothing. It's not clearing up anything. It's nothing there for you. Okay? Could be a bit of an illusion. Pisces. Is Pisces in your chart? There seems to be an illusion that you could have came up with on your own. That's a whole nother story, though, of what it could have been between you two, but not really actually happening. And you're holding on to that, too. That's a whole nother story, though. That's delusion. All right, so your second question is, how does Brandon truly feel about me? How does Brandon truly feel about Sarah? How does Brandon truly feel about Sarah? I thought we was about to be over him. That's crazy. How does Brandon feel about Sarah? Eight of Wands. I'm sorry. Eight of Wands. Chariot. And the Knight of Swords. He feels like every time things are going good between you two, you mess it up. Why? Something about your mouth. He feels like you say shit or you start doing too much. Magician. He also may feel like you're too controlling. This nigga has problems too. He feels like you're controlling and possibly give me one more for this Hangman. Because what does he want her to realize? Or what is he seeing? Seven of Wands. He feels like you may be a little overbearing and controlling. And you don't open up to him enough. And that could be a bit of a problem here because with the Strength card, it makes him go on his shell. But it almost feels like you're not doing anything but making sure that he's not playing games. That's in fact what he's missing. He's missing the fact that you want to be serious. So he doesn't even realize that you like him like that. He feels like you're playing games with him. And so he's backing away. But what you're trying to do is make him be consistent. Or you're trying to set boundaries here. You're trying to make him be a man. Be serious. He's seeing you as being pushy. Being extra. Being over the top. And not giving him what he wants. Or you're not showing up for him the way he needs you to show up for him. Wow. Okay. Anyways, moving forward. Next question. I've been quiet and revoking access from Brandon slowly. How will he react to me truly being done? How will Brandon react to Sarah being done? What's Brandon's sign again? Capricorn, right? Is he a Capricorn? I'm scared for the ones that deal with Capricorns because they're not for us at all. That's like dealing with a Cancer with less emotions. The only reason why I even like Cancers is because they're emotional. Ugh. How will Brandon react to her truly being done? He's a Capricorn. Ugh. All right, let's see. Seven of Pentacles. So at first he's going to wait and see whether or not he hears from you again. Then he's going to reach out to you. But if he feels like you're kind of pushing him away or you're not giving him any leeway, he's going to fall back. He's going to stop trying. But he's still going to hold on to you energetically. Yes, I'm still doing questions. The links are in the comments. They're $11.11 per question, per person, per subject, per situation. Um, he's like it almost seems like he always has open arms for you because he does care about you, but he's not going to keep chasing you either. And that's the wild part. That's probably how you guys keep ending up back with each other. Because before he may have reached out to you or you guys seen each other and then the cycle continue. Well, he's not going to reach out anymore. But if he sees you again, if you hit him up, then he's going to be down. Five of Swords here. I think the both of you guys are still going to be down. You're just trying to have control. Bye, Sarah. Because you're going through all of this for nothing. You got to be ready. You have to be ready. When you're ready to cut him off, you will cut him off. And until you're ready, shit is gonna keep happening. I'm just gonna be really honest with you. Jalea, you're not ready yet, Sarah. So why even cut yourself short? All right, so Jalea, hi. You said, I'm a Gemini and I just want a general love reading for my relationship with my Capricorn boyfriend. So that is not general. That's actually really specific. Let's see what's going on with you and this Capricorn boyfriend. Spirit, please tell me what's going on between Jalea and her Capricorn boyfriend. What can Jalea expect from her Capricorn boyfriend? Damn, 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Page of Wands, though. Why does it seem like you guys are always on the verge of a breakup but end up coming back around to each other? I don't know if this is an off and on connection between you two. Essence, you sent a Cash App? Did you use the link, Essence? Because I called everybody. I only have Courtney and Rizzo left. You used the link? For PayPal or Cash App? I'm sorry, 1 second. Oh, you're Rizzo. Okay, so yes, I have you. Okay, so let me go back to the Capricorn. All right, so Page of Wands is here. You want to be really careful when it comes to you and this person's situation, because although I don't know if you guys are like completely together right now or not, but it almost seems like you guys are on the verge of a breakup anyway. Why though? Why do you always feel like you need to break up with him as opposed to trying to fix the situation? You feel like he doesn't understand you. So you also have a bit of an immaturity streak here when it comes to your emotions as well. It almost feels like if you don't get your way, it kind of turns into a big thing for you. But I need you to try to pull in on his energy too sometimes to see how he feels or understand why he may not be doing things the way you want them to be done. I don't think that he is purposely doing things against your will, but I do feel like he can be self-centered as well. It's kind of like a bad mix between you two. It's a bad mix, but the both of you guys aren't giving up. Very weird energy pulling here. What's happening in the near future between them two? What's gonna happen in the near future? Uh-oh, too many. Let me see what they gave you. 10 of Wands, the Star card, 7 of Wands. It's a cycle. It's a cycle between you two where it's gonna get really hard for you, but he always seems to come and pick you right back up before you're done. your advice here is to set boundaries. And what do I mean when I say set boundaries? Whatever it is that's constantly triggering you, you need to tell him to stop doing. And if he keeps doing it after you told him to stop doing, then that means that he's not respecting your boundaries, but he has to be aware of them first. And if you already have told him what your boundaries are and he's still not respecting them, then that's your answer too, friend. That's your answer. He's not being respectful of your feelings, and that's a big part of the problem. Okay? That's okay. Him not spending enough time with you because of work doesn't qualify for a breakup. The nigga gotta make money. What else is bothering you about work? Do you not feel? I feel like you have issues. And I don't mean like, you know, maybe they are your own personal issues, but I think you have issues with this connection that aren't going to go away. It doesn't matter what the problem is. If you have an issue and you don't feel like it's going to be resolved, then the Capricorn is not going to lose their job because of a relationship. That's something that you have to figure out. And if you don't trust him and you feel like he may not be working or there could be other shit going on, then that's not going to end anytime soon. You're still not going to trust it. And that's like the blunt end of the situation. Okay, Jalea? So that's something that you have to think about because he's fine. He's with whatever. He likes you, but at the end of the day, you have to be sure that you're going to be okay and emotionally safe with him too. No matter if you are being immature about the situation or what is it? Insecure. Okay? Because it is about you right now in this moment. It's about why you feel the way you feel and if you're able to overcome it if he doesn't change. Okay? So Courtney, type your question. Rizzo, you guys can type your question too. Last call for alcohol. If anybody else wants to send their questions, please do so now. Oh, my baby's crying. Ugh. All right, so Courtney, you were first. And you, okay, this is about career. I love a good career reading. What should I do about my job? I'm secretly trying to part ways with this agency. I want to branch off and be independent. I just can't make the wrong move. Why do I feel like there's something? Okay, so let's see. What should Courtney do in regards to her career? She wants to branch off and start doing her own thing, but she also doesn't want to do shit to fuck herself over in the long run. Page of Swords. Do your research. What are your guidelines? How far is too far? Also, you need a mentor, kind of, sort of. Someone that can help you, because although you may have experience in what you want to do, I do feel like if you're trying to do it independently, there's a bit of a difference. Seven of Swords here. Be very strategic with how you are getting your clients. Be very strategic and be mindful of it not to step on your toes at this old job when you do decide to quit. With the Nine of Pentacles, I do see you making a lot of fucking money. Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So what's holding you back is the fact that you're working for someone else and not doing it for yourself. But again, you also want to make sure that with the Five of Pentacles, you don't do something that sets you back as well. Because there is a risk in this. And I feel like it's one tied to where you work at now. I don't know if it's like something you're not supposed to do. And two, how well you're experienced in what you're going to be doing moving forward. And that's probably why it's telling you to network or do more research in this area before you go ahead and venture off on your own. But it can be very promising if you follow these first two steps very well. Know what your boundaries are and try to network so you can know exactly what to do. Okay? Good luck. Rizzo. Career. I'm working on being strategic with my approach to grow and increase my income. But I feel like something isn't clicking, or I might be missing a piece I'd like guidance on how to become better, increase my money through platforms. How can Essence, you're welcome, how can Essence increase her money through her platforms? Is there anything else extra that she can do? Or what is it she needs to be consistent with? Knight of Cups. Okay, so I don't know what you're doing, but there's something here that needs you to be more relatable. So I don't give a fuck if you're selling socks. You need to be able to tell them how them socks work for you. Okay? People need to be able to connect with you or understand you, or you need to be a little realistic when it comes to your approach. Or people aren't going to give a fuck about what you're doing or what you're talking about. Now, Four of Wands here, Ace of Wands. If you're looking for a niche, and what you need to do, it needs to be more closer to home base. It can even be family oriented. It can be something with decor. It can also be relationship advice. Okay, but if you're not in a relationship, stay away from that. The Lovers and the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's say you're not in a relationship and you're single and you want to do relationship advice. And these are just examples. You want to talk about singlehood. You don't want to be a single person talking about shit that people need to do in relationships. But if you're single, you can very well talk to people who are single about how you navigate peacefully through your life or how you date. There's something here that you do have valuable information on, and with the Chariot, that's what you need to use to stick out from everybody else. There's also something about your personality that seems very uniformed. Be yourself. Be yourself. People want to see your wild side. We love a good show out. Stop trying to be so professional. Okay, that's what they don't want to see. It's a million bitches up here that's like, hi, my name is Essence and I have a story for you. Nah, we want to see that other shit. Okay, and that's where you're at. Even if you have to start all over again, or what is it called, rebranch or regroup, do that. We want to see the wild side. Okay, Essence, so good luck with that. I'm almost getting too classy. Something is kind of boring, if I may say that. Okay, so good luck. Find your niche, babe. Jay, what's your question, babes? Okay, so Jay, let's see. I think you're the last person. Oh, no. Is there someone else? Yeah, Jay. Good luck. What's your question, Jay? Oh, man. I could sleep. You're welcome, Essence. You want to know what's happening in the near future? So just a general. It's okay. What's to come in the near future? Okay, gotcha. All right. So Spirit, please tell me, what can Jay expect in the near future? What can Jay expect in the near future, Spirit? What can Jay expect in the near future? Hi, Sparkle. What can Jay expect in the near future? Seven of Cups. A lot of shit. Okay, so things could be a little overwhelming for you in the near future, but I feel like it's because you got a lot going on, or you will. Yeah, make sure you're prioritizing. Everything doesn't have to get done. I think my reading was just about this too. Everything doesn't have to be done at one time. I think you need to pick certain things, deal with those, knock those out the way, do something else. Don't overexert yourself. There also needs to be a healthy balance in between your home life and maybe your work life or your love life. There's something here that requires you to try a new way of doing things so it gets a little bit more comfortable for you. It looks like love. I don't know if you're single or not, but it looks like you're going to want to spend a lot more time with someone. It could be new. The star card is here, the sun card. That's towards the end of the year, though. This is brewing now. 10 of Wands, you having a lot of other shit on your plate. 2 of Swords, yeah. It could be like, do I work extra hours or do I go home and sleep? Do I clean up my house or do I just chill? I'm tired. There's going to be a lot of decisions here, but I think you do need to get moving on shit, but you need to, again, pace yourself so you're not doing too much. And when I say that, the 7 of Pentacles hopped out with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, again, the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Wands is also shadowing that love interest or that love thing either coming in that's already there that's going to require a lot of your attention. Queen of Wands and the 2 of Wands, this is why you're going to be called to get shit in order now. That could be why your energy starts to feel like you need to get shit done, because you're going to have a lot going on when fall or winter gets here. I feel like this is fall for you. So let's start getting your ducks in order, babes. You can't just be like, today I want to get everything done at one time. No, you need to start day by day getting it together and then have you a rest day or two, especially on your days off. Okay? Good luck, Jay. All right, so I'm done. Let me do Tamisha's questions because Tamisha paid in advance, but she wanted to make sure we were done. You're welcome, Jay. Let me timestamp her. So she is at, I need my notes once again. Okay, so I'm going to start her reading off at 127, 40, 50. How about that? All right, Tamisha. These are your 3 questions. Your first question is, will things work out with you and the Capricorn? Will things work out for Tamisha and the Capricorn? Will things work out for Tamisha and the Capricorn? Yes, but you have to take things slow with him, and you need him to be very consistent. I do think that things between you guys will be healed, and you will still have a chance to be happy with him in the long run. But you can't take him back and then stress about whether or not you can trust him. If you know you're going to have trust issues with this person, then you need to move along. Because this relationship or this connection is going to take a little bit of faith here, but a lot of change on his end as well. And that's going to be the big tie and whether or not it's going to be worth it. There's going to be certain things that you're going to be asking of him that's going to be hard for him to do. And if he does them, then that means he's very serious about you or wanting to be with you. Your second question is what you need to know What does she need to know right now in regards to the situation? What does she need to know right now in regards to the situation? What does she need to know right now in regards to the situation? Eight of Pentacles. It's definitely not going to be easy for you two, because this person is used to being able to get over on people. And with the Five of Pentacles, he's also going to have to be very clear with these other females that he's been talking to, that he's done with them. And with the Three of Wands, you need to be able to see it. Okay? That's almost like, call these bitches right now and tell them you love me. That's what this feels like. So with this Ace of Cups here and this Three of Wands, that's also going to be something you're going to be expecting. And with the Six of Cups here, I think because you're a soulmate to him, he'll be willing to do it. But again, those are going to be one of those things that is hard for him to do. But if he does them, it shows that he's serious about you. Advice in regards to that is to allow him to make it up to you. You know, I find that a lot of times women take men back and then they hate them, but they don't want to be without them, but they hate them and they despise everything that they do and they don't trust them. But then in this duality, they also still want to be with them and love them at the same time. That's not going to work with you in this Capricorn. This person is still going to want to be admired no matter what the fuck they did, because you chose to still be there. And that's the reality of the situation. Can you deal with it? Your last question is, what does my near future look like with, well, what does the near future look like in regards to love? I'm not going to say with him. So let's just see. What does the near future look like for Tamisha and his Capricorn? What does the near future look like for Tamisha and his Capricorn? What does the near future look like for Tamisha and his Capricorn? Ooh. Really? Well, I'll say this. It seems like you guys do end up getting really tight with each other again. The Lover's card here, but the Nine of Cups is here at the same time. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. You guys are together. Y'all are both happy-go-lucky, but you're not 100% sold. You're sitting here at the edge of your seat waiting for something bad to happen. And I feel like it's because you're not willing to let go of what you already know or seen of this person, and you may be drawing them in as that energy while you're dating them again, and they have in fact changed. But you, with these Eight of Cups in the reverse, just seem like you're unwilling to let go of what happened. It could even make you a little bit of a bitch. And because of that, that can make this relationship not such a happy place for this person, which could cause a tower moment, which means he'll revert back to being the hoe he was when you met him. That's the reality of the situation. I think you need to be really honest with him. And I think you need to tell him what you expect and what you need from him in order to move forward, and let him do that. You can't be introverted right now. You can't try to, you know, sweep things under the rug, especially your feelings of what you want. I do feel like when you need space, or when he needs space, you need to be able to give it to him without overthinking. But also be aware that there's a little manipulation in this person's personality without him even trying. And that's going to be a big problem, because it's going to stick out to you. The manipulation doesn't mean that he's cheating. It just means that he may be putting a little bit more dip on his chip when he's talking to you. He could be a Mac from way back. He can be very charming in regards to you. And he's going to use that charm to make you feel more secure than, I won't say that you should, but than he usually does. Okay? So you guys, this has been the end of readings for me. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for participating and tuning in. Bye.